was just in. It started with a talking sponge in a meth lab. No, really. That's where OpenAI's latest copyright nightmare begins. AI-generated versions of beloved cartoon characters have been popping up in questionable scenarios, and judges are starting to notice. According to Futurism, the message is clear. The copyright issues AI companies have been dancing around are about to get serious. And no, but it's transformative might not cut it anymore. Here's why that matters, even if you're not in the business of cartoon meth labs. Courts have been tolerant until now. For years, AI companies have been stuffing models with everything they could find. Books, music, movies, random memes, your cousin's blog post from 2009, all fair game. So far, the legal defense has rested on transformative use. The argument? They weren't stealing, they were learning. And that held up, more or less. But visual content is another beast. According to UC Berkeley copyright professor Pamela Samuelson, there's a legal and emotional difference between text and images. A sentence from a novel might feel generic. A recognizable cartoon character, on the other hand, is expressive, distinct, and tied to a serious amount of money. Think $16 billion in SpongeBob merch. Not exactly pocket change. And here's why judges care more about images than text. There's something about a picture that lands differently in court. Judges are often more protective over visual IP because it carries immediate recognizability. It's one thing to scrape a blog post. It's another to generate a near identical Mickey Mouse or SpongeBob doing things the original creators never imagined and never approved. If a user asks AI to make a parody, satire might be defensible. But if it just churns out a perfect copy of a trademark character, things get tricky, especially when that output leads to commercial gain for the user or reputational damage for the rights holder. In simple terms, AI might be transforming input data, but it's starting to output lawsuits. There's a slippery slope from training to copying. This is the catch. AI models don't store images or paragraphs like a library. They learn patterns and generate new outputs based on what they saw during training. That sounds safe until the new output looks suspiciously like the original. This is the tension legal experts are now highlighting. Is it a remix or is it a replica? If it looks too close to the real thing, judges may decide it's the latter. And that's where the risk jumps from theoretical to financial. And you might be on the hook too. This is where small businesses need to pay attention. Futurism refers to an old Supreme Court ruling from 1984 involving Betamax, yes, the VCR. It's part of a long-standing legal principle. If you build a tool that enables copyright infringement, you might be liable unless you take meaningful steps to prevent it. OpenAI and similar platforms are testing the limits of that principle, but so are their users. If you generate something with a recognizable character or logo and use it in your business, a Facebook ad, a website banner, a product label, you could be infringing on copyright even if you didn't mean to. Intent isn't the issue. Commercial use is. So think before you generate. As a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing consultant, I'm not here to scare you off AI. I use it every day, but I treat it like a blender. You don't throw in raw meat, lemon peels, and your car keys and expect to get a gourmet smoothie. If you're asking AI to generate anything client-facing, take a minute to check for copyrighted content. Is that cartoon actually a cartoon? Is that stock photo truly royalty-free? Does that logo look oddly familiar? Because when it comes to copyrights, ignorance isn't a defense. So here's the bottom line for small businesses. If you take anything away from this video, let it be this. Don't trust AI to give you only safe content. Avoid generating visuals that mimic known characters or brands. If you're using AI for marketing, do a copyright check just like you check for spelling errors. Understand that legal risk applies to both the creators and the users. And if you're trying to grow your business without accidentally stepping on a legal landmine, start by making sure your message is clear, consistent, and copyright safe. If that message still needs work, I've got a free tool called the 5-Minute Marketing Fix, which is designed to help. You can download it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? What's the most suspiciously familiar thing AI has ever generated for you? I'll go first. A cartoon handyman with white gloves and a red hat. Okay, your turn. What did it give you that already belonged to somebody else? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.